Hello guys, today we have a video about the G-Wagon by Mansory. We have already collected all the parts which we needed, so we will start an assembling. We will start with the arch extenders due to the fact that line X is about 3 mm thick. We have some problems. By the way, we start fitting and installing the extenders right now.
Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. I'm losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing myself. I'm losing myself tonight.
We are going to put the back arc, which is painted by line X. I hope that the result will be not like with arch extenders, when all the gaps have changed after painting. This happened due to the painting with a thickness of 3 mm. Well, we will see the result, especially in the place where it connects with rear body. As you can see, we have installed the back arc. The view is amazing, but the problems with appearing I was afraid appeared. All through they are small. They are in the gaps we changed due to the thickness of line X, even despite the fact that we fit it very tightly. In fact, it's not bad, I mean, if someone will come and see like it. But I can see that it has changed. Answering the frequent questions about not using the method of making a hole, I want to explain that water will get there in this case. Even if we will use a sealer, water will still get there, because it's all made by us inside, even after priming and processing, so it will rust and drip along the bottom. I don't want it, you can believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Mark extenders also cause problems due to line X. These problems are in places where a bumper is connected. Despite the fact that we fitted everything very tightly, the bumper just didn't put in, so we had to cut something. All of this is due to the thickness of line X, and you can see these places. Our extenders refused to be fitted with the doorstep of car, so we had to cut and adjust a little. But we overcame all the problems. Well, we are going to start an upholstery of the rear body. We will do it by the terrace plank, it's not afraid of the sun, frost or water. We made the first G-Wagon like this, and it had been serving for a year without any problems. Also, they wrote that these planks can't be placed tightly together, but we put it tightly and there were no problems. This car made for hunting, so our client asked us for benches here for 8 people. We bought waterproof materials and started its making. Looking ahead, I want to make it sheer thin in the Mansory style, which you can see in cabin. After a while, our client asked us a question about different entry in rear body. That's quite height, therefore we installed this device. This is an electric footboard, which will be opened when the rear door is opened. The same footboard will be on the both sides of the car for getting into the cabin. We made dependable fasteners, and we also painted them with powder and tested them. It's a very cool and useful thing, guys. So let's talk about electricity. Do it we lengthened and soldered all the wires. We are starting to lay them in right place. We put all wires under our hotband, set them on clamps. Right now, we are starting to install the electric footboards on the Mansory. They will be under the main ones and will move out from there, like a lift. While lighting them, I can say that they are of very low quality. They even have plastic bushings, I mean that places which move. It is maybe good, because they will constantly be in contact with sand, mud, moisture, so plastic bushings will have more resistance than metal ones. But the biggest surprise was that some parts are already rusty under the paint. For example, we see rust in this one. Also, there are no instructions, there are no information on control unit. There are some documents, but they are in Chinese. They are even without drawings, but I think we will understand all somehow. They give two holders with 1 foot rest. As you can see, it's new, but there aren't any bolt and thread. The Chinese destroyed the thread, stole the bolt and just sent it. It's mockery. It's dense here, and the second one is electric motor. I don't know what I can say about all of it. We will try to set it. Let's see what will happen and how will it look. Because I saw there are such footboards for a 4x4 version. They were homemade. They were hanging under the main one and it looked so pathetic. Let's see how they become. Let's install them.
Future coming by, you cannot feel it. Make it real, money ain't got to pay yet. Just flexing and cash out. Choose the other way, I pull up in a G. Future coming by, you cannot feel it. Make it real, money ain't got to pay yet. Just flexing and cash out. Choose the other way, I pull up in a D and rally out. We keep on moving and we keep on flying. We're happy so hard, let us haters be crying. I know that we're lying, I know they ain't trust. We keep on moving and we keep on flying. We're happy so hard, let us haters be crying. I know that we're lying, I know they ain't trust.
Of course, this is a matter of taste, but I wouldn't set it to myself, because it spoils the appearance. Please comment this video if you like it or not. So, it's time to wash out final drives inside. I mean, we must remove paint and plaqueless in the places of connection. But we will not install new oil seals, due to I don't want to overuse them, because the situation with brackets haven't solved it yet. We have completed the installation of side footboards. In general, it isn't so bad. You can install and you open the doors and it moves out. Truly, we haven't connected them to electricity yet, due to the lack of instructions. We are still thinking how to do it. Our electrician says that we need an OBD connector to connect it, so it will take the information from limit switches.
Paralyzed, just in time, our two worlds collide. Paralyzed, but we're strangers, right?
Just in time.
we're strangers, right?
So, the next step in our work will be the brakes. So, we have native brakes, native brake assist. I think this is success. True, the faceplate is very difficult, but it is reliable. As many as 10 mm and a very large fastener. That is, the area of contact. It has 8 bolts to connect, all of this is native places. On the other side, the situation is different. The brake disc isn't very suitable, and brake assist isn't very good. The brake assist is about 55, but we modified it by making flat areas to re-drill the holes. We do it to have a place where I can put the bolts. We replaced the brake disc with another one, but it is correct for our brake assist. The difference is that it will come out a little, but the G-Wagon here is inward, so it is unpackable, because there is no place for a brake assist. The faceplate is also very hard, but very reliable. The thickness is from 8 to 10 mm, but we are doing it from wood, so there can be some difference.
It's hard, I've been scarred from now fighting. Waking up, stomach is starved, I keep grinding. 6 a.m, life isn't hard, I keep reciting. It feels like I might fall apart, I keep trying. Sun's coming up and the glare is so blinding. I'm sick of hearing and seeing all of the...
I got some time to tell you more about brakes, faceplates and problems with front and rear parts. We had problems with the front brake assist, namely with the bolts, which is a little ridiculous. The space is very small and the bolts did not fit because of the large head. Therefore we took them to the turner, that is the milling machine, and it made the head smaller. This problem was solved. This means that the faceplate is the tiniest place in 10 mm, and it is not made conveniently with steps. That is, we first made it from wood, then from metal, brought it to the perfection, and then ordered it for 2 cars. Let there such valuable things, faceplates and samplings. The situation with the back is something different. Firstly, I could not find 0.5 AMG brake assist in Ukraine. With grief we bought 1.5 in Ukraine, and the second was brought to us from Poland. The staplers were refined on both sides. As you can see, the pads are aligned. This is for us to re-drill the holes. That it will be not fixed here, but here, and for this we made flat platforms. There is the same problem. There is not enough space for the bolts, and the faceplates are so complicated. The thickest is 14 mm and the tiniest is 10. They also go in steps, that is somewhere thicker, somewhere tinier, but we have overcome these problems. Therefore, we process to painting and installing them. This is our rear extended gimbal. You ask, why he is extended? I will answer you. We molded the middle axle to 27 cm, and this is noticeable on the helix, especially here. You see what kind of insert. It was extended to us by the company with which we have been working for more than 8 years. I don't know how they did it, because there is one weld seam, and it's not here. Everybody does not give out their secrets. We have also changed a few things. Namely, now we connect the cardan flange with the gearbox flange, not through the adapter space, but directly. We are starting to install the glass. We have them ready and toned. Also, we may again have problems due to line X, because the thickness is very visible here. It is huge. The seal is our own, one seam, but it will be glued, so it will practically not be visible. The back glass will be on glass glue. Let's start the installation. Today we'll get the main pair for our Portal Axles. To be more exact, the main pair with a transmission of 5.15 like the original 66 G-Wagon. The company is new, so I haven't worked with them before. They sent us pairs. Of course, I will visually evaluate their quality as soon as they will arrive. Perhaps I will do a chemical analysis of metal to understand if I can set it to clients or myself. I want to know the future of their exploration. I wouldn't want to set a junk which would become metal crumb in 20-30,000 kilometers, especially for attentive viewers. You notice that it's a G-Wagon without roof. Yes, this is 6x3 AMG, but it will be in future videos. This is the end. Don't forget about subscription and likes. Goodbye.